You spend months building the perfect website for your online business. And then it's the day you're ready to launch. So you launch your business to the world. And all you hear are crickets. If you want to learn how to generate leads to really drive traffic to your website, then stick around because today I'm going to show you 3 ways to drive leads to your website that are super easy and quick. Hi, I'm Amanda Vandergulik and I help entrepreneurs just like yourself start and build your own online business and more specifically, create passive income from your passions. This is day 7 of a 10-part How to Start Your Online Business 101 course. And today we're going to cover how to generate leads to really drive traffic to your website for free. So you really don't want to be spending your time and effort and money building a website for your online business unless you know how to drive leads to your business. And you don't want to be wasting money on advertising that won't necessarily convert. Or maybe you just don't really know how to start generating leads for your website. You know how to drive the traffic specifically to your website that are going to convert and make sales for your online business. But don't worry, because we're going to solve that today. So the solution is actually really simple. Now, I didn't say easy, but it is simple. There are 3 ways that you can generate traffic for your website. And we're going to go over each one of them for you today. And I'm going to lay out some simple strategies that you can use right now to get started with your online business to help make sure that you are driving targeted leads to your offers so that you can make sales. So the first way is to create valuable free content for your potential lead market so that they're going to build that know, like, and trust with you, and you become the person that they go to for advice and the first person they think of when they come to buying your product or your service, whatever it is that you're offering. You want to be top of mind, and in order to do that, you need to first provide free, valuable content, and I'll give you some ideas in just a moment of what kind of content you can create, plus also where to post this free, valuable content so that you're going to drive traffic to your website for free so that you don't be wasting your money on advertising. But I will give you some ideas on ads as well. So here are some free content ideas of ways that you can entice people to come and visit your website. See, the thing is, once you have your website built, that is all great and dandy, but nobody knows where to find it. It's not yet listed in the YouTube algorithm. It's not yet listed on any of the other search engines. So when people go to type in how to do this or what I'm looking for, then your business, your online website is not top of mind. So we need to create that top of mind by first using platforms that already have a ton of traffic. And I'll share with you what those platforms are in just a moment. But what we want to focus on right now is the content that you're going to give away for free. So yes, you're going to be doing some work for free, but it's going to be on purpose so that you can then generate leads for a longer term that keep coming in for you so you can make consistent income over time. So here are a couple of ideas. You want to have either posts or videos or spreadsheets, maybe some templates that you've already created, ebooks, quizzes, checklists, or like this, it could be a special series, a 10-part email course or video course teaching them or showing them or talking about whatever it is that your product or service is that you want to sell. So an example of this particular series, with this 10-part series, you can see that on day 1, I gave you a general outline of the actual steps you need to do to create an online business, how to get started. In day 2, we covered how to find your niche. Then in day 3, how to sell your product, or sorry, how to choose what to sell, right, if you're just starting out. And then in day 4, how to validate that product to make sure that once you create it, it will make money for you. And day 5, we went over how to build a website that makes sales. And then in day 6, yesterday's we did how to build an email list. And today, of course, we're focusing on how to generate leads and traffic to your website. And then as we move forward, you're going to also learn how to build courses, how to create passive income, a content marketing strategy that will blow your mind. It's so simple, but so effective, and you can set it on autopilot. And then some essential tools for running your business. And yes, you can see there are a couple of bonuses in there, but shh, don't tell anybody. All right, so this is just to give you an idea of the kind of thing you could do. What is your product? What is your service? What are 10 key points that you could talk about? And whether it's a written post, whether it's a video, an audio, or even in pictures with some text on it, what could you do that creates that know, like, and trust. So over a 10-part series, you would build that know, like, and trust. So that's another option. Again, you don't have to do that. Simple posts or videos or spreadsheets, templates, like I said, things like this, things that are going to somehow be valuable and helpful to your potential lead. So if we had the example that, let's say your product was a drain. I might be struggling here with this one, but let's say your product is a drain. Well, then some lead magnets that you could help. So if you're selling new drains, for example, you could start by doing a 10-part series or having some posts and video content sharing ways to take care of your drains so that you don't have to replace them, right? Or maybe there are certain tips that you can do how to, keep the crud out of your drain by having little mesh nets over it. There are different things. And again, I chose a topic that was probably not the best example, but you get the idea here. I trust that you have a little bit of an inkling of what I'm talking about here. If it was growing microgreens, for example, our friends that you saw earlier in day 1 or day 2, when I showed you their microgreen website, they provide tips on like how to grow your microgreens, how to get them started from seed, where to plant them in, what kind of sunlight do they need, how much water do they need, why are microgreens even good for you, why should you eat them rather than the full-grown plant. So whatever it is that your product or service is about, you want to create some sort of content that is related to your product and creates that bond with your lead so they get to know, like, and trust you, because we like buying from people who we know, like, and trust, but also kind of leads them towards the natural resolution is to purchase your product or service. So by teaching all of these microgreen tips and tricks, then the natural course of action is for people to go and buy those microgreen kits so they can grow their own microgreens at home. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. And let me know in the comments below, what is your online business about? Tell me what your product idea is, or your course idea, your service. What is it that you want to build, and what has been the biggest challenge when it comes to driving leads to your website or generating leads, driving traffic to your website? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of the comments and I'd be happy to help you there. All right, let's continue. So now let's talk about, we've talked about the content ideas that you could post for free to build that know, like, and trust. The next thing is, where do you want to post these? So these are platforms that have a ton of traffic. My voice is getting a little scruffly, and it's because I am a lung survivor. I was in a coma in 2016, and I'm telling you this for a reason. And so it's really important that whatever you build, that you create something that you can manage, that is going to work well for your timing, so that you can create what is considered passive income, so that you're not always working really hard for your money, but your money starts working hard for you, so then you can pick and choose when you want to work. We're going to talk more, and we're going to dive really deep in that tomorrow, but I wanted just to give you a little heads up, because I know you can hear my voice starting to struggle, and so I wanted to just share that with you. I talked more about that in earlier days. If you're interested in what happened, I'm pretty lucky to still be here. Let's just put it with that. So the platforms that have a ton of free traffic for your website. YouTube. Did you know that Google owns YouTube? So Google is the world's #1 search engine, right? It owns YouTube. So it likes to showcase YouTube videos for free on their results pages. So when somebody types in, how to grow microgreens, it will show blogs, it will show videos, and it will show websites. And it tends to rank videos first, videos that are on YouTube, not videos on other platforms, and then blogs next, because blogs constantly are changing information, so it's got newer relevant information, and Google wants the searcher to be happy, so they want to give the most relevant information first, and then after that it will start ranking websites. So that's kind of the order. Obviously ads go first, videos, blogs, and websites tends to be the general outline of how they will show the website and the rankings on the search engine results pages. And these platforms that you're going to learn about are platforms that Google also likes to showcase for free for you on the search engine rankings, because again, these are fresh ideas, fresh posts, fresh education, fresh news, and people like fresh new things. So even if the content isn't new, if it's on a platform that has this this reputation of constantly evolving and changing, it will list it, which is a little insider tip that is really handy to know. And the biggest one of all, like I mentioned, is YouTube, because Google owns it, and the ads that run on YouTube, Google gets to make money on. So of course it's going to be biased and show those first. So we can use that to our advantage. So I'll give you an example here. So here is my YouTube channel, and it's really easy to set up a channel. I actually have a video on my channel showing you how to start your own YouTube channel if you have not yet started one. You don't even have to be on camera, but this is a free venue to promote your website on. I happen to be on camera because I like building that know, like, and trust, but you do not need to actually be on camera to take advantage of YouTube. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below, and I can create a course for you teaching you how to use YouTube without showing your face. I'd be happy to do that for you. But on here, again, I just post videos, usually once a week, and sometimes like this, 10 days in a row in different series. And it's providing free, valuable content that people can come and see and use the information and build that relationship with me. But every single one of these has what's called a CTA, a call to action, to then go to whatever the action is that I want them to do for that particular video. Sometimes it's to watch the next video because I want to keep YouTube happy and keep people on the platform. Sometimes it's to opt into what's called a lead magnet, so I can collect those leads and have them on my email list. So I own those, because you don't own the leads that you generate on these platforms. So you want to have your main focus is to use these platforms to build leads into your own email list, which again, I covered in yesterday's video how to do that. If you haven't watched that yet, then do make sure after you finish today's video to go watch that before you continue on with any of the videos in this training. So YouTube is one example. Another example is Facebook. So this is one of my Facebook pages for my Clever Dough Lady business. And again, I'll post content on this Facebook page. Now I use, and I will talk more about this in, let's have a look here. In day 10, I'll talk about the specific content marketing strategy that I use, but all of the rest of these platforms are part of that content strategy. I use these platforms because they have a ton of traffic to then move people over to my lead magnet, and quite often I will move them over to watch the YouTube video where they get to build that know, like, and trust. If that makes sense, give me a like, and let's move on. The next one is Twitter or Pinterest. LinkedIn is also a great place. Or sorry, I said Pinterest, I meant Instagram. Pinterest is over here. And so these are all platforms that will help you generate leads, and they will get listed as one of the first choices in the search engine rankings. So it's definitely beneficial to have your business on these different platforms. You don't need to spend a lot of time on them. In the content marketing strategy in day 10, I will share how much time, how much effort you want to put into these, but it sends little signals to the search engines that people like your stuff, and therefore it should serve up your stuff more often to people. So that works in your benefit. Okay, so those are the different platforms. TikTok is another one. I'm not familiar with TikTok. I mean, I'm familiar, but I'm not a user of TikTok, not yet, and so I don't want to say too much about that unless I've used it myself. The other ones I'm very familiar with and I use all the time, and that's why I recommend them. There is, however, a warning, and I kind of touched on this a second ago, but it's really important, so I want to touch on this again, because you do not own the followers, the views, the traffic, the leads that you're generating to your website when you're using these platforms. Those platforms own them. Like YouTube owns all of the views. Facebook owns all of the leads and all the followers and so on. You don't own them. So you want to make sure that you are turning those viewers, those leads, that traffic into your own list, because you own your list. So make sure that you always have some sort of call to action, some CTA, to move people from the platform where they're getting to know, like, and trust you onto your list that you own, because then your business owns those leads and you can reach out to them at any time, regardless of whether the platforms are running or not. Remember when Facebook went down, right? Complete chaos, but you would still be able to reach your leads. Really important. And yesterday in day 6, again, I go into depth on how to actually do that, showing you what pages you need, what kind of opt-ins you need, all of that I'll show you in day 6. So if you haven't watched day 6 yet of this How to Start an Online Business course, this free training that you're watching right now, then make sure you do go and watch that before you continue on with this series. So has that been helpful so far? If it has, please do give me a like. And if you like learning these kind of strategies, consider subscribing to my channel. And when you do, make sure that you click the notification bell, like make sure the notifications are on so that YouTube can let you know when my next video comes out, so you don't have to wonder when it is, and so that you'll be the first to know the information that I'm going to be sharing with you to help you grow your business faster. So creating valuable free content on these platforms to drive free traffic is one of the strategies. And I told you there were 3. So the second strategy is to build a website that can rank easily on the search engines. And how we do that is twofold. So blogs is the first and the quickest and the easiest way to do that. So I'll give you an example here of a blog. So this is my blog. Now you can use WordPress, or you could use something like Grooveblog, which is what this is on. I prefer Grooveblog because I used WordPress for over a decade and it drove me crazy. It's very busy and convoluted and difficult, and it's so much harder now to rank your blog pages on the search engines because it is so convoluted and it's so overused and overtaxed. And so I find this platform actually works so much easier. I've been ranking my blog pages within days on the first pages of the search engine results. So I am blown away by this. But what's even better is you can use this for free. You can actually have one blog for free when you go through GrooveFunnels. So I have a special link for you, and I'll show it to you in just a minute. But if you head over to groovewithamanda.com, you can actually have a blog for free. And the reason I want to show you here inside, so this is inside my Groove. So this is the back end of Grooveblog. So WordPress would look similar. Okay, it really wouldn't look similar. It's much more convoluted. It's very messy. There's all kinds of extra widgets and apps, and it's really easy to get into the spam filters too. So you want to make sure to avoid that. And that's why I'm really, really happy with Grooveblog. So this is where I put my post. So if I want to create a new post on my blog, I just click it there. If you look at my blog here, it has this rotating thing at the top showing the different blog posts that I've done. People can scroll down to choose which blog they want to choose. But do you see how on the side here, I actually have an opt-in right here? It's like a call to action. This one happens to be for my Goal Setting 101 course. Because I wanted to help people with achieving their goals this year. But right down here, they can sign right up for this course for free, right? So that is something you're providing good value, you're ranking well on the search engines, and you're collecting those email addresses so they can be on your list. And when you go inside the back end, it's so simple to rank this using SEO. So let's have a look here. With blogs, so WordPress or Grooveblog, and again, you can get a free Grooveblog account on me at groovewithamanda.com. But when you go into one of these posts, let's go in here and I'll just show you how easy, how crazy easy it is to set up your SEO, your search engine optimization, which is the metadata that the website crawler. So it's what Google is reading to figure out what is your blog about, what is your website about, how should I list it, where should I rank it? And you need to tell it. It doesn't just know this, and it will scan the text on your page and try to figure it out over time, but that could take months. But when you're able to do something like this, in this little cogwheel here, you can see you can have the post settings. And right in here, there are little tips, in the name of the post, in the categories that you put it in, all the keywords that you give it. And then down here, there's extra metadata. So again, the keywords and a little description. When you post a link somewhere and then a little box comes up with the picture, and then it also has like a little description about what it is. That's what you write in here. And then you can also generate an image, so that picture that comes up when you put a post in there goes in there. So it's all really simply laid out in here, and there's not a ton. It doesn't need a ton. And it has the ability to add your own custom code. If you're more experienced at coding and you want to add more things, or you've got some ad tracking and stuff like that, you can pop that in there. So really simple, and I just wanted to show you that. And so easy to publish. You literally just press the publish button. So I love it. I really struggled with WordPress. I mean, I was so grateful to it because it was free, totally grateful. And it was the only real platform out there and the only one that was really getting ranked. This is the only alternative to WordPress that will get you ranked, and it will get you ranked faster because of 2 factors that I will share with you in just a moment that are super important and you need to know about. Actually, 3 factors. All right, so those are the blog examples. Now let's talk about those factors. I'm going to talk about them in here. You want to get your own website and your web pages to also rank quickly in the search engines. You don't want to wait months and years to get them indexed and get them ranked, because this is free traffic to your website. So we want to make sure we get it quickly. And so what you need to do is build a website that has web pages in it that is really easy to set up your SEO metadata, because the way I started back in 2007, and I had to literally write HTML coding and upload it with my PHP server. And anyway, I had to know the code of how to put the metadata in, and it was convoluted and difficult and frustrating and hair pulling out. And now it can be so easy, but I've never seen a platform this easy. I was with Kartra. I'm moving all of my websites over from Kartra to Groove. And Kartra was amazing, and it's pretty darn good. It's the second best platform in the world. I highly recommend it as well if you have it. But GrooveFunnels is the place to go for for one specific really good reason here. So first of all, the SEO metadata. So let me show you that one first. So here is a page that I created in my Groove Pages account. This one is actually for you. It's for Groove bonuses. So if you grab your own free Groove account, and I'll give you a link to that in a little bit, but again, you just go through groovewithamanda.com. You will get these bonuses as a thank you for going through my link. And the first bonus is a free checklist of what you need to do with YouTube and Google in order to get your website ranked. And then these other 4 bonuses are for pro members that upgrade to the pro level of Groove, and then they can have these bonuses. So I wanted to have extra things that would help you with starting your own online business, but getting you launched and getting you earning money quickly. So I found these were going to be the most helpful for you, including my friend Paul Murphy's bonus 24-hour ranking system, how to actually get ranked within 24 hours. So you will love that. All right, so let me show you what this looks like on the inside, because this is how you set up your SEO on this page. So I get ranked for this page in Google. It lists this for me for free, and then here people can say, yes, I want to upgrade to Groove Pro. So this will be for somebody who's like looking for a Groove review or Groove bonuses specifically. That's what I ranked this for. Or if they just want a free account, right? They can click that other button down there. And with a free account, you can totally start your own online business and build a decent business before you ever need to upgrade to Pro. And I love that because no other platform in the world offers you that. And it's incredible. I'll show you in a minute. But inside of here, you can see this is how easy it is to set up the SEO. Here's the page, right? /bonus, right? groovewithamanda.com/bonus. That's simple. I go into edit settings, and this is where I put all of my SEO data. So here are the meta keywords. Here's the page title. And then down here is where I can choose the image, and I can also have the OG information. For again, example, if I were to take this link and post it on Facebook, then it would show this photo with this message underneath. Super, super simple. And it gives you areas here to add extra coding if you're a coder and you want to do that, or if you're running ads, you need to pop them in there. But it's so easy to do. Instead of having to know coding yourself, you can just pop it right in here. Super easy. Even if you wanted your page to be redirected or to have one of those pop-ups that come up when people try to leave your page and it's like, are you sure you want to leave? You can put one of those on there too. So you've got all those, which is amazing. So I wanted to show you how easy it can be, because it's really important, because that is going to get your website ranked. If you don't have your metadata on, your website won't be found. It's that simple. Now, the other 2 important factors are you need it to be fast loading. And Groove Blog and Groove Pages are the fastest loading pages that you will possibly able to find. Just because of the way that they do their coding, I can't remember the words, but it's done on a different kind of platform where you're actually already working online. So everything is already online rather than needing to pull from different places. And therefore, when somebody goes to one of your Groove pages, it uploads everything really quickly. And people like things to be uploaded quickly and not have to wait for this image and wait for that video and so on. And so if you're building a website that's going to be dragging and slow, Google and the other search engines are going to notice this, and they're actually going to choose to list your website later and let other faster loading websites come first. So it needs to know what it's about, SEO data. It needs to be fast loading. And nowadays, the third important thing is that it needs to be mobile friendly. And that is so easy to do because look in here. Let's go back to this. In Groove Pages, you can actually change how it looks on the different devices so easily. So I'm not sure if I've actually updated this one yet, but I'll just show you that what you can do. So this is on, if I just toggle this off, this is on a desktop. This one is on a laptop device. This one is on a horizontal tablet. This is on a vertical tablet, right? So clearly I need to adjust this, but it's so easy. I can just go in here and I can adjust the spacings to make it look better because you can see how if I don't fix this, it doesn't look very nice, right? So it's one of the things I'll have to update soon. And the same with on your mobile, you want it to be mobile friendly. And again, I haven't updated this. I just wanted to give this one as an example. And so let me find one here for you that I can show you that is updated. Okay, so here is one of my websites. It's for my goal setting and achieving them 101 course. And I'm going to show you how the pages, I've adjusted them to fit on all the different devices. So if I toggle this off, I can show you. So this is a desktop device. So the reason with this toggle is you have it on when you're first setting it up and put all the words and all the graphics and everything in there because you want that to be visible on all the different devices. And then you turn it off to then individually change the sizing, the spacing on each one, because if it's on, you're going to change the sizing and spacing on all of them. So you don't want to do that. So this is what it looks like on a desktop. This is what it looks like on a laptop, right? This is what it looks like on a tablet device, a horizontal one, and on a vertical tablet device. So I've switched out the spacings and stuff. And on a mobile phone, it looks like this. And this box here that you see, embed your code here, that is actually my Groove form. When you go to my website and you see this box, you just would see first name. I'll show you what it looks like actually. So this is what it looks like on a live website. Instead of saying embed your code here, which is just for the back end for us, and that's where we can adjust the information we need in there, this is what it looks like here, just simply first name, email, done, right? So very simple, but very important to be able to change the look of your page depending on the device. And Google is super, specifically Google, but all the other search engines as well, really want to serve up information and results that are mobile friendly because they know that the majority of their users are on a mobile device. So that was the third thing, is so SEO metadata friendly, fast loading, and mobile friendly. And so again, if you want to save yourself a ton of stress and a ton of strain, just go and grab a GrooveFunnels account on me. It's for free. It literally will let you have one blog, a ton of pages. It'll give you Groove Mail. Here, let me show you the dashboard here. So you get Groove Pages, Groove Sell, Groove Mail, Groove Member to build your own online courses, Groove Video to host your videos on, Groove Blog, Groove Cart, so you can sell your products on there and so on. It gives you all the stats that you need. It's incredible. You will love it. There are a ton of apps that come with it, and it's enough to run your online business. And then as your online business grows, then you just upgrade to the pro level, and the pro level is more affordable than any other platform with more features. So it's really a no-brainer. Now, if you already have a website, it's already on a platform, don't worry. You can still go and grab this because you could use, like I said, the Groove blog and this connect it with your own website. And then you're still generating traffic, driving traffic to your website for free, faster. So why wouldn't you, right? Okay. And again, if you go through my link, then you get all these lovely bonuses to help you with growing your business. So it's just something I wanted to do to help you get ahead. It's taken me over a decade to get this far, and I don't want you to have to take that long. All right, so and then the third way to generate leads and drive traffic to your website is to run ads to your website. And you can do this in a couple of different ways. So Google Ads is one of the ways. So what happens is you set up a Google Ads account, and then you can actually place ads that will lead your traffic to your website, and it will come up in the search end results. So when people go to Google and they're like, how to grow microgreens, then before they list all the free pages, at the very top they'll list an ad. So maybe Amelia Island Microgreens, which is my client, maybe they'll have that as an ad at the top, and then people might click on that first. And if they did click on that, then Christine and Connor, who own Amelia Island Microgreens, they will then have to pay for that advertisement, right? They could also have their ads show up on people's blog pages. So if other people are using WordPress, then Google will place ads on there. If other people are using even Groove Blog, for example, the people who are owners of Groove Blog can put a little code on their blog to allow ads to be placed on it. Now, it's not something I highly recommend, and I have other reasons, and if you're interested, I could create a video in the future explaining why. But it is out there that other people can take Google ads and place them on their website and their blogs, and then you would pay for that advertising. And you can have, like I said, so on the web pages and websites as well. And of course, like I mentioned, YouTube videos. So you could have ads on YouTube videos either at the beginning of the YouTube video, in the middle, at the end. And this is how it works as far as what do you pay for with ads. So there are skippable ads. So you know when you watch a YouTube video and then it says skip ad in 5 seconds, right? So if you skip the ad in 5 seconds, then the person who placed the ad doesn't have to pay for the ad because you were clearly not the right lead for their website. If they continue watching the ad longer than 30 seconds, then you will pay for that ad. Plus, if they click on the ad and they take that action to go to your website, then you would pay for the ad. So it's a great way to get started with ads if you want to do paid ads, because you don't have to pay for the people who are not interested, which is a good way to sort out your leads. The next type of ads are non-skippable ads. So people can't skip them, which means you are paying for them, but you're also choosing which videos to put them on. So you would choose specific videos that make sense. If somebody wanted to buy a microgreen kit, they would probably be looking at videos about how to grow microgreens. So they would just place those ads on those videos. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, give me a like or let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate the feedback, the interaction. Not only do I get to know you, which I really enjoy, and I love helping you as well, it also helps you to help me with my mission of empowering more people just like yourself get started online, because it tells the algorithm that you're finding this engaging and therefore it will show this video to others. So I really do appreciate you helping me with that mission. But like I said, the best part is that we get to interact and engage and get to know each other better. And the other type of ad are text ads. So when you watch a video and you see a little box with words on it and there's a little X at the side that you can click it away, those are text ads. And again, if people just ignore them, you don't pay for it, but if they click on it, you would pay for that lead. So that are the ways that you can use ads to drive traffic to your website. And you can do this on so Google ads, but also on Facebook ads, Instagram ads. They all work a little bit differently, but they have the general idea is the same, and so on. However, there is a warning, and it's important that you know this, that this is not for beginners. I do not want you thinking, okay, I've built my website, now I'm time to launch it and drive traffic. I'm going to just spend money on ads. If you don't know what you're doing, you are going to lose so much money. Take it from somebody who has been there and who has tons of colleagues around the world who are really successful marketers and who have also lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in ad revenue when they didn't know what they were doing. So you don't want to do that. You always want to test the water first with all the free traffic. Then whatever things work, then you can take that and turn it into a paid ad. Does that make sense? Give me a like if that makes sense, or a thumbs up. So yeah, not for beginners. And you need to have some sort of lead magnet for that ad. Like you don't want to just have an ad that then just sends to a website that doesn't have any specific call to action. You need to have a reason why that lead would want to connect with you, opt in with your email list, buy your product. You need some sort of lead magnet. So in day 4 of this course, I actually showed you how to validate your product ideas. So, and this is great because before you create a product, or even if you already have a product, I show you exactly how to validate it to make sure there really is a market for it, and to really find out what people actually want, what is already available, and what is missing that you could provide that would make you the top choice. So please do go and watch day 4 of this How to Start an Online Business 101 series if you haven't yet watched that. All right, and then so that is, in a nutshell, how to drive traffic to your website, like how to really get into lead generating. And so your next steps are, I've got 2 pieces of homework for you. Don't worry, they're not difficult, they're easy. So today and for tomorrow. So for today, make sure if you're not already subscribed to this 10-day course that you do that. It is free, it's my gift to you. I'll put a link in the comments below so that you can sign up for this, and then you'll get notified every single time the next video comes out. And you'll also get everything all in one place so it's easy to find. The second step is to decide on which lead magnet, which call to action are you going to choose to drive traffic to your website. Like, how are you going to generate those leads? What are you going to focus on? So I want you to really think about some ideas. Write down, back this video up to the different ideas if you need to, and jot down some ideas. What kind of checklists, what kind of quizzes, what kind of ebooks could you write? Don't write huge ebooks, don't waste your time, just write something small. What kind of summaries or surveys and different things that you could offer, video trainings, what would make the most sense for your market that you could provide something of value that they would enjoy and they would want to then join your list, okay? And your third task for today is, oh my gosh, go and get yourself a free Groove account. Again, did I mention it's Free? Oh my gosh, my lungs are getting tired. But it's free, so why would you not? Even if you already have a website, like I do, on my Kartra platform, why would you not want to grab this free one and test it out, run the waters, and if it's going to generate more leads for your business, why wouldn't you move over? And even if you don't want to move over, then maybe your website is too big and it's too much of a hassle for you. They have ways around that. But anyway, I totally get it. Then use their Groove blog, because it will get listed for free on the first pages of Google for you, because it just works so much friendlier with the search engines and they want to promote it for you. So just use that if anything else. All right, and go to groovewithamanda.com to get it on me, and then I'll send you the extra bonus to help you generate even more traffic and leads to your website. Anything I can do to help you, it makes me very happy, so I'm glad to do that for you. And the fourth thing is very important for you, and that is to share this video with a friend. Now, it will also help the algorithm know, again, to promote this video, and then you'll be helping me again on that mission of empowering more people just like yourself start their online business. But even more importantly, share it with a friend who also wants to start their online business or already has a small business and wants to just learn more. And then you can be each other's accountability partners and watch this video series together. And then you can help each other go, hey, did you figure out your lead magnet? Oh, no, I didn't. Let's chat. Let's have an idea. It really helps you because, as you probably know, entrepreneurship can be quite lonely sometimes. So having a fellow colleague go through it together will help you stay on track. So I hope that's helpful. Tomorrow, now that you know the secret to creating leads, generating leads, driving that traffic to your website, next you want to learn how to set things up one time and then get paid for it over and over and over again. This is called passive income, and it's really important to be able to take yourself out of your business. And I'll give you a really quick reason why. In 2016, I ended up in a serious coma. My lungs failed. I developed acute respiratory distress syndrome, which is why I sound all breathy and why I get tired and can't think. But what happened is I was in a coma for 3 weeks, and I was given about a 20% chance of survival. So if I hadn't survived, my business could still continue on without me. Months after getting out of the coma and getting strong enough to be back on the laptop, because I had to learn everything from scratch, like literally breathing, eating, drinking, like everything, moving, everything from scratch. And when I was finally strong enough to get back on my laptop, I was shocked to see that at the worst time of my life, when I was fighting for my life, I was still making passive recurring income from work I had done one time years before, and it was still generating income. And I want to share that with you. And so tomorrow, in tomorrow's video, we're going to dive deep into how to create passive recurring income for you, and also how to use your own online course as a beautiful way to create passive recurring income for your business. Even if you never even considered having a course, I'm going to make it really simple for you, and I can't wait to see you. And if you're ready already, then just head on right over here and we'll get right into there right now.